Today we're diving into the world of Bitcoin ETFs. By the end of this video, you'll know what they are and the key differences between spot and futures ETFs. As the interest in Bitcoin ETFs grows, it's crucial to understand the fundamentals. So let's get started. An ETF, or exchange-traded fund, is like a bundle of different investments, such as stocks or bonds. It's like buying a package that gives you a small piece of many different things. ETFs are investment vehicles that allow exposure of an asset's price without owning the asset itself. They're traded on major stock exchanges and managed by brokers. You can buy and sell these bundles on the stock market just like you can with individual stocks. So again, it's a way for people to invest in a variety of things without having to choose each one separately. ETFs are designed to track the performance of a specific index, commodity, bond, or basket of assets. They offer investors a way to gain exposure to a diversified portfolio of assets or a specific market segment without the hassle of having to buy individual securities. So what's a Bitcoin ETF? Well, in simple terms, it's a way for investors to profit from Bitcoin's price movements without actually owning the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin ETFs enable users to invest in Bitcoin's price without dealing with the complexities of buying, securing, and managing actual Bitcoin. It streamlines the investment process, making it super easy for anyone to dip their toe into the world of crypto. You won't need to deal with crypto wallets or exchanges. It's like investing in that basket of assets, but in this case, the asset we're tracking is Bitcoin. When I first heard about the possibility of a Bitcoin ETF being approved, I initially thought, if someone is wanting to get into crypto, why would they want an investment vehicle like this? Wouldn't they want to self-custody and know the importance of doing so? As much as I wanted the answer to both of these questions to be yes, I very quickly had to come to the realization that we are so early to crypto, and self-custody and all the things that come along with it are not as easy to understand or as user-friendly as they should be, yet. As of now, it's safe to say the general public considers purchasing cryptocurrencies to be a daunting and somewhat intimidating task. This perception is compounded by the technical intricacies involved in managing these digital assets, including handling crypto wallets, navigating various blockchain networks, safeguarding seed phrases, and dealing with gas fees, among other challenges. It's understandable that some individuals would find these complexities overwhelming. This has led me to believe that the revelation of crypto ETFs could bring mass adoption to crypto, to Bitcoin, sooner than if it were not offered. So let's specifically address the SPOT Bitcoin ETF. One has yet to be approved here in the US, even though recent fake news reports had the price of Bitcoin soaring to almost $30,000 with the belief that a SPOT Bitcoin ETF had actually been approved. In the meantime, we sit and wait for the real announcement, which is very likely right around the corner. Major financial institutions like BlackRock, WisdomTree, Van Eck, ARK Invest, Valkyrie Investments, Fidelity, Wise Origin, Invesco Galaxy, Bitwise, and GlobalX are all awaiting approval. Most of these asset managers had to either withdraw their spot Bitcoin ETF filings or face rejection due to the SEC's reservations concerning a spot-derived ETF. Now, the big question is, why aren't there any Bitcoin spot ETFs in the United States yet? The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has rejected numerous proposals since 2013. Their concerns have revolved around the size of the Bitcoin market and the need for safeguards against manipulation, fraud, and market security. The SPOT Bitcoin ETF is what many in the crypto world are eagerly waiting for. It would allow investors to buy Bitcoin at its spot price, which is the real-time market value. This means you'd actually own Bitcoin, not just contracts. This is a big deal because it's seen as a more legitimate way to invest in Bitcoin. So let's touch on Bitcoin futures ETFs. As the name suggests, they hold Bitcoin futures contracts. What's a futures contract, you ask? Well, it's essentially making a bet on Bitcoin's future price. You agree to pay or sell Bitcoin at a specific price at a predetermined date. As it stands, there's been quite a few Bitcoin futures ETFs approved in the US. Bitcoin future ETFs do not hold actual Bitcoin due to concerns expressed by SEC Chair Gary Gensler. The SEC is apprehensive about Bitcoin being traded on unregulated cryptocurrency exchanges. Gensler has emphasized that, given the unique nature of cryptocurrencies, opting for the well-established and heavily regulated futures market is a safer strategy for Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. In the context of the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, BITO, the fund acquires positions in 1-month CME Bitcoin futures contracts. As these contracts approach their expiration dates, the fund gradually liquidates them and acquires longer-term contracts. When the price of Bitcoin experiences an upswing, BITO utilizes its profits to augment a reserve of funds held in cash and treasuries. In the event of a Bitcoin price decline, it taps into its reserve to cover losses incurred on future contracts. In the crypto community, there's a mix of anticipation and curiosity as we await the SEC's decision on the SPOT Bitcoin ETF. While the fake news of the Bitcoin ETF approval was extremely upsetting, the fact that prices rallied as much as they did shows how much of a demand there is for an investment in Bitcoin. The potential approval of a Bitcoin SPOT ETF in the US could bring a more simplified, direct, and secure way for investors to get involved in Bitcoin. It could open doors for traditional investment vehicles like mutual funds and insurance companies, further legitimizing the cryptocurrency market. But the question still remains, when will the SEC finally give the green light to Bitcoin spot ETFs here in the US? The next decision date is scheduled for October 17th, 2023. So as of the time of this recording, we're still in wait and see mode, eagerly anticipating the potential evolution of the crypto landscape. Thank you for watching. As always, stay curious, stay informed, and stay tuned for more crypto news and education.